everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Pure Neemo Rim and the Pure Neemo Ram dolls. We're going to see if they're right for you. We're going to get right into this, and I'm going to use Ram here as my model for the moment. We're going to do a head-to-toe review on her. She is identical to the Ram, and I will give you some close-up shots in a little while. And we're just going to give an honest review on if these dolls are right for you, especially for the price point that they're going for right now. So when these came out, they were about $150 each. You can find them now at about that. On the higher end, they're about $300 a piece. And that is just because it's Rem and Ram. The other thing is because these are the 1/6 version, dolls, Barbie size, we'll say. Because they are the newer versions, they don't have the painted eyes on them. They have the inserted eyes. And we'll see if the camera can focus a little bit. It's a little too bright for her, but you can kind of see the eyes that are in there. So she does have the rooted hair, and you will have to mess around with it just a little bit to get it just right for you. Her pieces are very tiny, very fragile. When I say that, a lot of these are going to require some pliers or pins that they do come with to insert them into her head. So you're going to have to, do a little bit of work on these to get them just right. Especially there's a little pin in there that clips into her hair, and in order to get it real tight, you're going to need some pliers. I highly recommend taking a soft cloth between the pliers so that you don't damage the pin that you have to clamp in there to get that barrette in her hair. The other piece that we have is the flower piece, and that is going to be secured with a tiny pin. So be aware of that. There are small, very small pieces. Be very careful when you open everything. Make sure you go through the box completely. I almost missed mine because it was in a very, very small portion of the box that I would have missed otherwise. So make sure when you open the box that you really go through and find those articles. As far as her outfit goes, her outfit is absolutely adorable and very true to the character. It's not as great as, say, the 1/3 dolls, but for the price point that you're getting, this is pretty phenomenal. I'll be honest. It's pretty phenomenal. Her dress is all fabric. It's a nice fabric. It is lined even, which you don't see in many dolls these sizes, especially for that kind of price point. You would expect to see something a little bit better. She does have shoes, tights, and everything. Thankfully, she does come already dressed and everything. You just have to add the finer details on her. Be aware, her hands and her feet, especially at the ankles, tend to come apart. Now, don't worry, this isn't a bad thing per se. It's just one of those things that you're going to have to be careful of. Mine, for my Ram, it is her hands. For my Rem, it is her ankles that are very sensitive. These are very articulated dolls, so you can move them in many different positions, any way you want to. And it is very nice to have these little ones around. Now I'm going to show the Rem doll here as a comparison. You can see she's a little different, obviously. You can style her hair a little bit better if you like. I chose not to, simply because I just didn't feel all that it was necessary to do so. You can get nice stands for them. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. They are quite nice. I do enjoy them, but are they worth the price point? $150. If you're looking for something, you wanted the 1/3 dolls and you were not able to get in on that, and you can't pay the, asking price of $2,000 for the larger dolls, these are a nice alternative. Are they worth $150? I personally don't think so. I probably would feel comfortable if these were maybe on the like 125 even. And I know $25 seems a little, menial when it comes to that, but I really do, especially with shipping prices and everything else nowadays. I think that would have been a fair price point. But 150 isn't absurd out of its price range. The $300 that you're going to pay for it, that is completely up to you. Personally, I don't feel they're worth 300 each. I would definitely look. There are plenty of sets on eBay right now that are selling for 300 and some for both of them as a set. I highly recommend that you go with one of those rather than trying to spend $200-300 each. Bottom line is, they're really fun to have around. They're really adorable. You do have Amelia that is coming out hopefully this month. She has been pushed back a few months. She was supposed to come out in November, then December, January. Now she's projected to come out in February. So if you can find her, you may want to get on that pre-order. Otherwise, keep an eye out for her when she comes out. Her price point is about the same, $150. She's a nice alternative, but I'll do a review to see if she's just the perfect alternative as opposed to the larger Volksdoll that came out not too long ago, but a while ago. Hopefully this review has helped you. I know it wasn't much to give, but there really isn't much to say about them. They already come assembled. They already come dressed. You just got to add the finer details. You might have to do a little wig styling, but overall they're, out of the box, ready to go for you to play with and pose. So that is a nice thing to have as opposed to the larger dolls where you have to take the time to get them dressed and stuff like that. Again, they can be customizable with some work. I may get into that in a future video, but overall, good dolls to have. I highly recommend them. Again, just be aware of the price point. Well, hopefully these two here have answered all the questions on if this doll is right for you. And we'll see you next time with another great doll review that I've got coming up. Hopefully it'll be a very special one. I do anticipate a special one coming later this month. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell down below so that you know every time I post a video. And I hope to see you again real soon. Just have a great one. Stay safe out there. And as always, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye.